correctly. The question is, what is the most effective platform?
Effective, yes.
Okay. So I'll just reiterate. I don't know why I have a feeling that some people didn't hear the question well. So it's a very beautiful question. And before I start even talking about it, I would like to reiterate the question. The question says, what is the most beautiful platform for single Christians to connect, right?
Yes.
I would say that the most beautiful platform, if I'm to answer that question, I'm not trying to be overly spiritual now, but I would say the most beautiful platform for Christian singles to connect is in the spirit. And I'll
In the
explain
spirit.
it. I'll explain it because they'll say, that the Geo has come again, La Coco. The best platform, I'm always giving out exclusive on your show. I don't know, it's like you have a grace for digging out stuff from me. I'm a very private person by nature. I'm extroverted in theater, but I'm very introverted in real life.
Oh, for real? I didn't
Very
know that.
private.
You don't
I
look it.
value,
You don't
yeah,
look
I
it.
value family and quiet time. I just like to be alone. I love isolation. But when I start acting comedy, I'm very. But the truth is, you have a way of bringing out information from me, because even the story I gave in the last live we did, right? The story I gave, I didn't plan to give it, and I think I'm going to give another one here again today. But the best platform for Christian singles to connect is in the spirit. I'll say this: the Bible says, "As many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God." Do you understand? As many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the mature children of God. They are the ones who have come of age. Do you understand? And I believe that there are blessings that you cannot give to a child, not because you do not love the child, because the child has not come of age. So the blessing of a spouse, God can love you, but I personally believe you need to come into maturity. Do you understand? Sometimes delay is self-made.
Okay. Delay
I'll
is
say
what?
that again. Sometimes delay is self-made. Do you understand? Sometimes an elongated period in the wilderness of loneliness or singlehood. I'm calling it wilderness because that is not God's destined singleness. Now you have gone, there's a time to be single and then dig out resources from yourself and get to know yourself, discover yourself. But there's a time when singleness becomes loneliness.
Okay, so
if that period is overly extended, it has become wilderness of singleness. Yeah. So now I feel like there can be Instagram, there can be Facebook, there can be Twitter, there can be online, there can be offline. But the truth remains, if you are not led by the Spirit of God, you can meet a devil on a Christian dating site.
yes.
You can meet a devil in a church inside. Imagine, the Bible says in the book of Job, it says the sons of God gathered and Satan came with them.
It's
Do you understand? So God called for a meeting for his sons, and Satan came amongst them. And I marveled at the fact that God did not send him away.
No, it didn't.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's not the place. It's not the place. It is the guidance. As many as are led. It's not the place, it's the leading.
Yes.
As funny as it sounds, a Christian can meet their divine spouse in a filling station, in a fuel station, which is a carnal place. When I say carnal, I don't mean iniquity. I don't mean sinful. I mean a natural place. It's very carnal.
Secular place.
Secular. You understand? You can meet. I mean, the legendary Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo said he met his wife at a reunion, secondary school reunion. I mean, Pastor Kingsley and Pastor Mildred did not meet in prayer meeting. Do you understand? So,
right.
For me personally, I think the best platform is in the spirit. Do you understand? Now, we are Christians and we are spirit ruled. And that is the proof of maturity. So I don't think once the spiritual is settled, then any other place can be used as a platform for manifesting what has already happened in the spirit realm.
Oh yeah.
So that's the way I would answer it.
Okay. I agree. I agree with that. So let me say this, right. you've talked about the spirit. So let me bring you back to the flesh, right? So a lot of us have been going to church. We've been in the spirit for a long time, and we want to get married, man. So we need our man, we need our woman, right? So what is the best place? Now you've mentioned the importance of how being connected to the spirit. Those are led by the spirit of God and the children of God. We know all that, right? But looking at it as where do you think is the most effective place? What I mean effective place. For example, I'm going to give you an example. Here in America, right? You can live in a place, you can buy a house, and in about 10 to 15 years, you won't even know who your neighbors are because everybody's to your tent, oh Israel. Like when I came to this country, I had to learn how to barb my hair myself. But when I was in Nigeria, big boy, I know they barb my hair. My barber comes to the house to barb my hair. But I came in here, when I checked out barbing my hair, I was paying $30 to barb my hair, and I have to scrape my hair twice a week. So, and then I didn't have a job then. So when I check out how much I was spending, I think dollar was about either 600 to 700 naira then. So I was spending close to almost 25,000 naira because my money was still in naira just to barb my hair. So I said, so guess what I did? I went to buy a clipper. So when I barb, I'll call my wife. I said, babe, check. Is there any place that is here? Now here you have to learn how to do things yourself. The things I couldn't do for myself in Nigeria, I do them here. If I show you my office, Femi Babs, when you visit, this office was set up by me, but in Nigeria, I will never do this thing myself. Now, why am I saying this? Everywhere we are, the community, the culture, wherever we are, right? The environment determines how and where and how things should be. Now in Nigeria, you can meet people anywhere, just like Pastor Kingsley met the wife at a family reunion. One of the people that are here that don't have family reunion, they go to work, they work from home, Monday to Monday, they have nowhere to go to, right? The only place they have is their Facebook or Instagram when they come back right now. So right now this is a real talk. That's why I said in this real talk, right? Why is it hard for Christians to actually meet? Because if you look at it right now in the church, the number of single people is increasing. People are really, really, really ready. They want to get married. But what is the right platform for people to get connected?
Um, okay.
It's a
The
hard one.
question is what is the right platform, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, let me just adjust this. This is right. Okay, so
From your own
um
perspective, we have the answers.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of pastors teach on this, and they say things like the
Yes.
servant of Abraham was by the well. So the question is, where is your well? We heard things like that growing up in the faith.
I believe that.
So,
That's a great
Eliezer
thing.
Eliezer was by the well, met Rebecca by the well. The truth is that there are so many wells, and there are different kinds of wells. You know, um, different strokes for different folks, a
Mm-hmm.
different approach for different localities. Like you said, now America, they have a culture, they have a lifestyle. There is a way the place operates. The atmosphere is different. Do you understand? The culture
Yeah.
there, the mindset, everything is different. The way of life. When I say culture, I mean the way of life.
Word of life. Yeah.
Over here in Nigeria, it's different. So, if I should address, okay, I've been abroad severally, one, twice, thrice, right? So, I think the Africans abroad trying to have like an African community, right?
They
They try to have
do.
an African community, and yeah, if you're privileged to be around a place where an African church is booming, these people could have um, singles night out, church singles hangout. Some pastors are really trying, especially Pentecostal pastors, in being very, very intentional. In trying to help singles connect, singles to mingle. You know, in a very scriptural context, still upholding purity. You
Purity.
understand?
Yes.
So for me, I think if you live in Nigeria and you are a Christian and you are single, if the spiritual has been handled, which is still the primary for me, now you now come down to the flesh, like you said. I think you have to visible if you're a lady, for example, because
I like that
naturally
word.
it's not acceptable for women to be the ones doing the hunting. Or men are usually the hunters. Do you understand? Popular
Yeah.
opinion, men are the hunters. So that's the right thing to. So as a woman, you need to be in a place where you're visible. You know, join a good church, join a good fellowship. Because for some people, they don't have a problem. They don't have a spiritual problem. They are just hidden, and they don't know that they
Mm.
are hidden. Do you understand? I mean,
Yes.
you've seen cases of ladies that are seriously believing God for a life partner, and they are very private, they are very mystical. Their Instagram page is mystical. They put dove as DP. They'll snap the cloud, snap finger, snap two fingers. I am looking for husband. Do you understand? So some people, even in churches, right? There are people who are not just active, and they don't even know. So for a woman, I think you have to be visible. You have to be where you can be haunted. With my language, you have to
No,
show
no, no, no,
yourself
no.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You
Real
have to be
talk. Real
visible.
talk.
And then for a guy, you need to be in a place where you are where you can see. The women should be where they can be seen, and the men should be where they can see. I don't know if
Okay.
you
So
understand.
yeah. So I
So
agree. Hmm.
you understand? So for platforms, I think social media works, right?
Okay.
I think social
Hmm.
media works. And this is where I'm sorry, I will have to be falling back to this spiritual thing. You have to be very discerning if it is online.
Look.
You have
So I did.
like the
I
place of discernment cannot be over exaggerated.
you're very 100% correct. So I did a live presentation about online websites where Christians can go in and have a profile and all that. But I also told them, I gave them tips. I said, one, you have to be careful. Also, you need to have a decent picture, state the things you want, be very clear. Let them know, look, I'm born again. This is what I want and all that. Like, be very clean and clear. Now, also be very careful because we have people who are there just to steal identity. We have people who are there just to take advantage of people and all that. Just like in the church, like you said, we have the devil is everywhere, right? But
Yes.
but I also want to tell you, after that program, a lady called me and said she actually got married because she used to have this mentality of I can't go online to meet anybody. But after she listened to that presentation that I did, she went online and set up an account, and she's married now. She's in Canada. So the reason I'm saying this is because there are different ways we can, just like you said, there are different wells. There are different ways God can relate to us in different ways. Like for me, this year is gonna be how many years? I think 12 going to 13 by the grace of God. But I'm gonna say this. I met my wife in the village. I was born in Lagos, right? I speak Yoruba fluently. But I met my wife in Umahia. I was a pastor in Winter Chapel, Umahia, right? And I was in a village. And when I met my wife, guess what? Femi, I think I've told you, my wife approached me, right? Now in the culture, in the Igbo culture, it's a taboo for a woman to ask you, "Would you marry me?" Right? But that was what happened in our case, and we're still here. We're very married, and she's still my best friend. So just like I said, what works for me might not work for you. But the issue now is asking God, God, what is it? What? How do you want me? How do you want me to position myself? Because if you look at Anna, right, the Bible said that Anna went to Shiloh every other year, but the Bible said on the second Shiloh, the place you position yourself, you mentioned something that really struck me. You said you have to be seen. Now you cannot just be in a place. Okay, you're in a church, right? And in that church there are four single guys. The single guys are married. Femi Babs, God does not throw manna anymore from heaven, right? God uses people. Now the four single guys you have in that church, they are married. The pastor is married, and you're still there praying, God help me. I'm not saying you should leave the church, but
Yeah.
sometimes dress up. Sometimes go out, go to the gym, register in the gym, come back to church, go and evangelize. There are people you can evangelize. You can bring single guys to church. They give their life to Christ, but you can't just sit down there. Are you praying for the four guys to leave their wife and come and marry you? It doesn't work. That's why I'm asking you. I said, what is the most effective ways? I feel it's an attitude thing. The reason I'm gonna say this is a very hard thing, right? If you're comfortable with where you are, you might not see a breakthrough until you become uncomfortable and say, I just want to take a leap of faith. Many of us are so comfortable with this is how we've been doing it. My first sister got married like this. second sister got married. Like, no, there's no, God relates with us differently. Femi, God relates with you differently. And that's why this question I want to ask you right now is, are our singles really ready to be on the right platform to be noticed?
Maybe the question should be rephrased: is are they even aware of the right platforms available?
Okay, so
Because
being aware, like I said, right? I've posted a lot about platforms. Platforms. I did a research about platforms, right? And I posted 1 to 10 platforms, and I gave their cons and pros, and it's there online, right? So now the awareness is this, right? You what is your interest? If you really want to get married and we're in a virtual, this is a virtual environment. See, I'm talking to you. I'm Femi. If I see you tomorrow, to look like I've seen you before, right?
yes,
Just
yes,
because
yes,
me and
yes,
you
yes,
we talk on the phone, we talk on a video like this and all that, right?
yeah.
Now, the world we live in right now, right? If you really want to get married, there are things you should be looking out for. You when you go online, you're not looking at clothes or shoes and all that. You're looking at what are the right platforms. Like the things you should be searching should be the places a Christian should go to. What conferences, what concerts should I go to? Some people don't even want to pay any money for concerts, Christian concerts, to attend. But when it's something that has to do with Davido or something like that, everybody will jump. Secular things, right? Now, when you jump to those secular, I'm not saying you shouldn't go there. That's okay, right? But if you really want to get married, how about Christian concerts? How about Christian conferences? How about academic conferences? How about going to the gym? How about going to a good corporate place and just say, I'm giving myself a treat? Because you can meet your person anywhere.
But you see, but the thing is, now
Hmm.
I have like, okay, I don't know if I can come from a different perspective.
No, go ahead. Yeah, it's open. That's why it's called a debate. Yeah.
Okay, so now, you made mention of Christians who want to go for other kinds of concerts, musical concerts like Christian music concert and then
Yes.
secular music concerts. Um, and maybe I have my school of thought concerning music generally, right?
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, but I think even inside Christianity, right, in 2024, I am a Christian, you're a Christian. It's not enough for me to just say, I want to marry you, or I can marry you, or we can marry. Because that word Christian has been abused. Do you
Long time
understand?
ago. Long time ago.
And as the time goes by, it gets worse. Do you understand?
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
so if you say I am a Christian, you are a Christian, then and somebody said any two Christians can marry. That's wrong. That's very wrong, because in this same Nigeria, there are Christians that don't wear shoe on Sunday, and then there are Christians that dress and wear shoe and wear coats. So imagine I'm not going to marry you and I wear shoe, say I'm wearing shoe on Holy Land, and then the children will be looking at us like, what's going on here? Do you get? I'm just saying, because when you made mention of oh, Christians would love to pay and go for a worldly music concert, but they don't want to pay and go for Christian music concert, but because they want to marry, you know, there are Christians, there are things to discuss with a spouse. We need to be sure that we are on the same place, even inside this Christianity. There are Christians that go to club. That's not my
Of
kind
course.
of Christianity.
I don't judge them,
I know,
right? Like I said,
I know work Christians, right?
okay.
And I'm not in the
I
place.
don't judge. And again,
I'm not in the
get
place
me right,
to
right?
say they are going to heaven or going to hell. That's not my
No, no,
place.
no, no, no,
I'm not. I'm
Femi,
not. I'm not
Femi.
in that position.
Yeah, but
But
Femi,
me, I'm not
but
in
also
that their
yeah,
clan.
yeah, but also remember this, right? If you look at John the Baptist in Christ, John came the way he came. Some people accepted in some veins. When Christ came, he came whining and dining, right, with sinners and publicans, right? The Pharisees, let me tell you, we have a lot of Pharisees in our time, especially in Nigerian churches. We have a lot of Pharisees, people who will look at you and judge people just based on. I was born in a home where I never watched television because of my church, right? I didn't watch TV. I didn't attend birthday party. I didn't do all that, right? I used to have this conception when I see people with hair painting their nails. I said this one's on their way to hell, right? But when God started showing me things, I started growing. I started getting knowledge, and I later found out that those things were wrong. So that's why I said I don't want us to go there, because there are people who go to such places and they're actually real Christians. They're gonna make heaven, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about are these singles really ready? What is the best place for them to meet? Because honestly, I'm going to tell you this. I'm saying this thing because people are inboxing me every day. They really want to get married. They want to go out. They want to do stuff. But where? As one of them are in church, these are very dedicated people in church, Femi. They
So,
are
but so
very.
now, it actually depends on where you are. Do you understand?
That's why I said environment. Okay,
Environment.
see, look,
If you are
I
in
was in
Nigeria, for example,
my wife.
I think the first thing for you is to join. Okay, there are online platforms, online dating platforms, right? But
But the fraud, and everything that's going on
it's
that's the
safer.
problem.
Offline is safer. That's the truth. Offline is safer, right? Because you can cover up a lot of things online. You can cover less offline. If I'm seeing you koro like this, do you understand?
But
You can
okay,
cover less.
but how do we do offline for okay, like me, like I said, where I live, I don't know my neighbors. This
That's why I
is
said we have to address them different parts. We
okay,
have to
okay,
address people in diaspora, then address people in Nigeria.
okay. So
Obviously,
address.
if you are in diaspora, online dating sites will be the best with what you have explained.
Okay, so now address people here that want to get married to people over there. Because me, I was in Nigeria. My wife was in Chicago. My wife met me in the village, right? Because she was here praying, praying, praying. She waited though, she lost her husband. She came back home. When she came back home, it was just in a program in the village, in my village, right? That was where we met, right? Now, why am I saying this, right? Is if we're addressing America or addressing Nigeria or Africa, let's also address the mix. You understand what I'm saying? Because okay, me and you right now, look, I have a relationship with you, Femi, but I haven't met you in person.
Yes.
But Femi, if I see you tomorrow, right, I'm not gonna be like, hey, Femi, because Femi, I'm connected to you because we've talked and I've seen you. So that's what I'm saying, that this virtual thing is actually working. People are getting married and actually staying in marriage.
Yeah,
Now,
I believe in it. I believe it's working.
it's working. Even in my church, it is working. Like I know a lot of people, even on this platform right now. I have people who through my ministry have been able to meet, and they're married and they're still married. And that's what I'm saying right now. I think it's an awareness thing that we need to understand that look, going online, talking to someone online, but you could be different. Just that because there's a lot of lies and people are faking a lot of things, and that's what is causing issues. But you can be different. All right. So looking at both culture, that's what I'm saying, that online is not a bad place. I think the church need to start talking to the youth and letting them know that look, it's okay to meet somebody online. It is okay to meet somebody in person. It is okay. Because okay, Femi, as you're right now, let me tell you, if you call me now and say you're really ready for marriage, right? And I have somebody that really likes Femi, and I know the person very well. Femi, if you trust me the way me and you are, I can tell you, Femi, this person, I know this person, this is what this person does, this is who this person is, and all that. I've done that for love, and they are married. That's what I'm talking about. Abraham never went to get a wife for Isaac. Go to my father's house and get a wife for my son Isaac. It works for some people. It works for my dad. My dad is 76. My dad, it was more like an arranged thing in the olden days.
No,
You understand what I'm saying? But
you know what? You know what? Funny enough,
go ahead. Go ahead.
see, looking for a spouse in this generation is like FBI work.
It's hard.
Listen, do you know that? Do you know that matchmaking and referrals are going to be the most effective in coming times?
Thank you.
Like, me personally, right? Me personally, right? I would have settled for referrals, but I'm already taking. So
I'll refer you quickly now.
no, I'm
Quickly.
already taking. I'm already taking. Don't worry, I'm already taking. So, but I would
Femi
have
Babs,
settled for
everybody's hearing
referral.
you. Don't lose your followers for this thing you're saying now.
Lose my phone.
There,
If you know what I
there are people
found,
that are actually
I
praying.
don't mind.
There are people that are actually
If you
praying and
know what
saying,
I,
God,
if
give me Femi, give me Femi, give me Femi. But as well. No, I was just kidding.
me, I'm taking. I found a jewel. Oh, but this one Let's not go there. But then, if I was not taking, right, I
Yeah.
would personally, if I was not taking, I would settle for referrals. You know, like the world is getting darker. It's a prophecy of scriptures. Do you
Yes.
understand? That
Yes.
it's a prophecy of
Mommy,
scriptures. Do you
you has
understand?
been found.
So it's a prophecy of scriptures. Do you understand that
This person is funny.
darkness will cover the earth and
Amen.
gross darkness the people? Do you
Yes.
understand? So
Yes.
so the world is getting darker. Like I look at this generation and I'm like, what kind of nonsense? Like in the last 20 years, it was an
Mm-hmm.
abomination to say some things outside. Now they're normal. So I'm wondering what the next 20 years will be. So what is
Oh,
the fate of my son? What is the fate of my daughter? So
speak, speak.
I have like a cartel of Christian friends, and we're already making up our minds. You know what?
Yeah.
But I raise your child well, I raise my child well. They are not going anywhere. They will marry within this cycle. You can't fall in love outside. I'm not joking, oh.
But it's true. As I am right now, right? Do you know there was a day I went to church, Femi, so I was coming out, right? The lady's right here, and she came up to me and she said, Pastor Frank, do you know that my daughter is going to marry your son? Oh?" I said, what? I said, my son is just 9. And you're like, no. He said, all this your hard work you're doing. My daughter is coming to you. I looked,
God
and when I
bless
looked at her, right?
you. Do you understand? I
I,
cannot spend so much time to raise my girl child, to raise my boy child. Then I will now say, no, love will lead you. Love, with love, Bawo. We will choose the love. Love is intelligent. Our love is not blind here. Oh.
Hey, hold on. Don't bury. You should open up to love. God is gonna send the right person your way, and that's what we're talking. One of your
Amen.
followers is saying that the people that comes around her are always coming for material things, and that she and all that. So that's what she's saying. But yeah, one of your
So
followers. Yeah,
like for me, oh, with the way the world is going,
yeah.
I think it's just to have a clique of Christian friends. Baba, I know my friends are going to raise. I know the kind of friends I have. They will command their household. Do you understand?
I mean, you don't have friends. You have brothers,
God bless you.
believers,
I
and
have
and
covenant
and
brothers. Do you
And you
understand?
know, and you know what I tell people, Femi, look, I tell people I said the people who believe in what I believe in the scripture, the real scripture, right? Femi, they are not just my brothers, they are my tribe. So my tribe is a tribe who believes in God, who believes in living right in the secret and in the open, who is not doing what the Bible commands only in the public, but also when nobody's watching. Those are the people that I call my tribe. That's why I say, look, I'm not American. I'm not Nigeria. I'm not
And you see
anything.
the
I'm a child of God. That's
problem
what it
now.
is.
You see the
It's a
problem
what?
now. We have the problem now is that there are three generations. I don't know what they call the oldest one, but I know we have Gen Z, millennials, and then our parents, right?
Yeah.
Now
Babe, can you go ahead and put it in?
our parents understand this matchmaking thing very well. We don't, because we were the generation that promoted love. Let me
Yes.
let me find love where I find love. Do you understand? So the millennials don't understand this thing.
They
Now
don't.
the Gen Zs is their own is even love is another story entirely.
A lot of them
Do you
don't even
understand?
believe in marriage. They don't
They
believe in marriage.
don't
That's
even believe in marriage right now.
yeah.
Do you get? So if not for pride, they for just humble themselves, say, I beg, Mona help us find. But we ourselves, we don't even know how to do the matchmaking thing. Because we didn't learn it from our parents. We frowned at it.
Anyway, you're right, but actually a lot of us are actually doing it because it's all about, like you said, recommendation. As pastors, right? It's a lot of people trust us for decisions. I know people that come to me and say, "Hey, Pastor, what do you think?" I know people who have called me, but after I spoke to them 1 or 2, 3 hours, I said no. That I don't. I just said no. No, babe, what's the generation after us? The millennium after the millennium. Can you help me type that in? That was what Femi was asking. So Femi,
Before
just
before the
yeah,
millennials, right?
yeah, before the millennium. So Femi, so I have this question. So what role do you think community should play in the effectiveness of dating? Like, we're talking about this recommendation thing. So what role, when I mean community, I mean us as Christians, right? What role should we as Christians play? Like, because the reason I'm saying this is because when you look at the children of the world, not God's children, they have a community where they can refer themselves. They
No,
refer.
but even their community is not working. No.
Oh,
They are
really?
really they are actually leading when it comes to this divorce thing. They are leading us like 30-0.
Are you
So
kidding
just
me?
leave their community. Their own, we can't even catch up with them. Their own is not working at all.
Wow.
But see, when you say what role should community play in Christian marriages and trying to link singles to singles for Christian marriages to happen as a
Yeah.
platform for the manifesting of Christian marriages, I think Christian leaders need to focus more on helping people from dysfunctional families
Kaya.
become functional.
Hmm. How?
Because we can come from dysfunction and still learn to function.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I think Christian leaders need to help because community is not just the problem. Sometimes this thing called spec is an expression of dysfunction and we don't know. Do you understand?
Hmm.
What do you define as beauty?
Hmm.
What is beautiful to you as a young lady? You wonder why there's a beautiful girl in church, there's a community, there's single hangout, there's online dating.
And
No
nobody's talking to her.
Christian guy,
And
no
nobody's talking
Christian
to her.
guy sweeps her off her feet. It's beyond creating a community. This person is from a dysfunctional background. Do you understand?
Wow. Wow.
She's attracted to the guys that drink. And she doesn't know why. Because daddy used to drink. Daddy used
So,
to smoke.
so you are actually addressing that question that the lady asked. So such a person from a dysfunctional environment that is attracted to only such factors, drunkenness, abuse, drugs, and stuff. Now that's why some people are in the circle, and it could also be the way you present yourself, the environment you find yourself in, the
Exactly.
places you go to, the friends you keep. And when you keep those same people, you keep attracting the same people. Now, but until you make an intentional change and say, you know what, enough is enough. I want to let there be a shifting. So some relationships have to go. Some
See,
people
I
have to be
know
deleted.
churches. I know churches in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
These are youth churches. Plenty single girls, plenty single boys. The boys are believing God for wife, the girls are believing God for husband, but they're not married themselves.
No.
Like you're wondering what's going exactly. Like
And
what's going on? Do you understand? And
wow.
then you see most of the guys having issues with girls outside that are not saved.
But I'm
So
gonna
I think a lot of Christian
but
people
I'm
need
gonna
to
say
have.
this because I'm online. Some people are gonna say, Pastor Frank, why didn't you marry in winners as a pastor in winners? So I'm gonna say this. I did approach two people in winners. One of them, when I approached her, said I was ready. Let's get married. She said, no, that I was too big for her. That I was too My class was too big for her. That's the excuse she gave me. The other one said she was scared that I was gonna go back to my ex that I was dating. So when my wife came and I was called out, winners, they will present you at the altar before the wedding. So the day I was called, a day before then, she now called me and said she's saying a yes. I said I've already said yes to my wife. So sometimes, do you think maybe the guys have asked and the ladies have one or two very funny reasons? Look at the reason one. You're bigger than me. You're an architect. I only have. I'm not at your level. What kind of talk is that? That's one. Two. I don't. I You might leave me and go back to your ex. I'm from a very functional home. My dad is a pastor in deeper life. My mom and my dad were together, so we believe in marriage. So now I'm asking this question, right? So do you think these guys might be asking, or the girls might be willing, or do you think it might be
Do,
some things
do you
happening
realize
inside?
that the two scenarios you painted
Yeah,
actually they actually show something's wrong somewhere. They actually show dysfunction. Like, okay, now somebody is telling you are too high for me. Is that not showing low self-esteem?
yeah, it is. It is low self-esteem. I
And then
saw
and,
that.
and then the other person is saying you might go back to your ex. I think that's a crazy level of insecurity.
I'm still here.
Like
13, almost 13 years. I have not gone back.
Like,
I'm still
why
here.
do you think he will go back to his ex? It must mean that you really believe the ex is more beautiful. She will have the power to snatch him away. Is it a problem of trust? Omo, there's a problem there. That's the
So
truth,
those
and there's a
might be the
problem there.
issues going on in some places. Maybe a guy would approach and the guy would be like, no, you're not my level. You don't have the kind of car that I want. You don't live in the kind of house or the kind of job you're doing. Or the other way around, the guy might say you're not beautiful enough. And sometimes people are actually like I invited a lady to church. And when I did, you know, very beautiful lady. And guess what happened? As the lady was walking into the church, all the guys they were just chasing her. Like in my mind, one of the guys now said, "Who are you looking for?" He said, I was invited by Pastor Frank." Right, that was last year. So when the lady came up to me, right, as I was walking out, one of the guys was like, "Hey, Pastor, can you hook me up?" And I said, "There are a lot of singles here. You haven't gotten hooked up. What are you? You want to get hooked up by what you're saying. I don't think you're ready for marriage. When you're ready, I'll know."
You know, another thing again, as a guy,
Yeah,
as a guy,
yeah.
you might not be fully converted. This one now
Speak,
is low key, low key,
speak.
low key between us as guys. You will know that you're not fully converted, you know, and there's a level of accountability
Mm.
that the relationship with this girl in church will require from pastor or to pastor. You guys must be accountable to pastor,
They
you
don't
know,
want that.
and you know that in relationship you would demand for some things that pastor will hear.
They don't want
But instead
that.
of me to go lose my respect for church, man, I go friend who they far. No, I'm telling you why many guys don't. Do you understand? So that if I ask for kiss, they will not report me. If I ask for touch, they will not report. Do you understand?
If I ask
Because
for sex, they will not report me.
exactly, you know.
Mm.
So many guys pray very loud in church, but they cannot stand a celibate relationship. And these are people that are very fervent when they
And that is
pray.
why when you ask
So
them,
they cannot stand
they will
celibate.
say,
So now
I
if they
don't
go
see.
carry girl for the same church, now the girl will now go and tell pastor that, brother Kelvin is asking for sex. So mama and papa will say,
Oh.
come to my office.
Do,
Wala,
do you know,
wala,
Femi? Femi, you just actually revealed a lot of things. That's why sometimes when I hear guys say, "There's no girl here in the church that I really want to get married to," no, there's no girl here that you really want to sleep with, because there are a lot of single people here. They are ready, and let me tell you, they're really ready with good job, pretty, ready to get married, but you still cannot see them. And the people I'm looking at you that you're standing with outside are not even like so. And this is the reason why if you look at the Old Testament, they said you can't marry outside, outside Israel, right? There was a reason. Honestly, I feel that the church we need to start working on the transformation, like transformation messages where people have to start renewing their mind, because when the mind is really renewed, let me tell you, if you really want to get married, it's right there in front of you. It's right there in front of you.
see, yeah, I'll keep her mind. I'm a spirit man. Oh. I'll keep her mind on his spirit. Let me tell you something. In 2013, I was moving into theology, studying some materials, working with a set of people, and I I I I suddenly became a member of a particular school of thought.
Yeah.
You know that any two Christians can marry. You don't need divine direction for marriage. You
Nope.
know, and
I don't believe in that.
I even found myself attacking people who said God showed me my wife. You know, I've heard a lot of pastors in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, say things like, um, God does not show anybody wife. You know, God showed Adam wife, and then when Eve. Now listen, this is very, very doctrinally inaccurate. This is not what the Bible says, but it sounds nice when they preach it. You know, God showed Adam Eve, and then Adam carried Eve. Then when Eve and Adam messed up in the garden, Adam said, God, it is the woman you gave me. So since that time, God now said, whosoever finds a wife is a lie. Oh.
No, no.
My brother, God, they show people wife. Oh. God shows women husbands. So do you understand? Listen, every truth of God's word can be taken to the extreme and abused.
Yes.
Anything, anything can be. You're wearing a shirt, right?
Mm.
You're wearing a polo or something. You can choose to wear 92 clothes and you will abuse dressing. Do you understand? Anything can be abused. Anything can be can. Do you understand?
Mhm.
I mean, hard drugs that people take actually have medicinal purposes. but then it's called drug abuse because it is
Abuse.
used abnormally.
Yes. Yes.
You understand? So
Yeah.
anything can be abused. It doesn't mean that the abuse has wiped away the benefits.
You're right.
Do you understand?
You're
That
right.
people have abused, God told me you are my wife. Many people have abused it. It doesn't mean. Do you understand?
Yes.
Some people limit God's ability to their experience.
To the experience.
If I have not seen it, God cannot do it. You have to be a joker. So,
Yeah.
so, so, so no, I really want to shake this table because I've heard people say if a guy comes to you and tell you God told me you are my husband, he doesn't know what he's saying. If a guy says God told me you are my wife, he doesn't know what he's saying. If a girl says God told me you are my husband, she doesn't know what it's a lie. It's a lie. You know, see, God. Let me,
But you know that it's because a lot of people have abused that thing. They use a lie.
people have I'm going somewhere with this. People have
Okay.
abused it. I
Yeah.
agree. It's a debate, right?
Okay.
People
Yeah, it
have
is.
abused it.
Yeah.
But you cannot categorically tell me that God does not show people their listen in Psalm 36, the
No,
Bible says
God does.
David speaking. He says God delights in every detail of our life.
It does. It does. It
Do you
does.
understand?
Yes.
God delights in every detail of our life. You cannot tell me that you have a relationship with the Holy Spirit,
Yeah.
and as important as the topic of marriage, it doesn't have a contribution,
No,
and it
it
claims to
does.
be your comforter.
It does.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
It does. It
God
does.
shows people wives. God shows people. People have abused it. If a person comes to me, I mean, several people have. I have screenshots on my phone of ladies that say God told them I'm their husband.
Are you kidding?
Beautiful. God, I'm happy that you hear God.
Are you
I
kidding?
celebrate your grace.
Bashada.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But the spirit have to bear witness with my spirit.
Yes. Yes.
And can I tell you something more? Even if God says this person is your wife, you still have what is called the sovereign power of choice. In other words, God can bring a man to you that he is your husband, and you say, I don't like his height. And God, who is your father, is not what I'm looking for a word for it now. He's not out of options. I don't know if you understand.
This one is a new dimension. Go ahead. Speak.
See, in 2000 and I grew up in the Anglican church, and I'll say this: 2014, I think this was like 10 years ago.
Mm.
I was in 200 level, and there was a lady in my church, the Anglican church. You know, she came to me after service one Sunday.
Yeah.
I was in 300 level. Now I attended 2 universities. So it was my second university. So I'd done like 6 years in school. So I think I was above 20. Was it, no,
So it's something.
late teenage or something like that.
Okay.
So the lady came to me and she started gisting with me. She was asking me some questions. I was answering, and then we're laughing, we're playing, and then I had to go home. Service had closed, so I left. I didn't. It was just it was coincidental to me. I didn't know it was intentional to her.
Yeah.
I thought it was a coincidence. I didn't know she was planning it out. Second service, second Sunday, following Sunday, she came again and talked to me, and we gisted and laughed.
Yeah.
So it took like 4 Sundays for me to realize that, oh, this has been consistent too. After every service. No, I think if a brother said to me, you and this sister every Sunday after service, you're doing together, what's going on? And I said, I don't understand. Like I was so blank. Do you understand?
Yep.
I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, I beg. Because I didn't like her. I mean, physically speaking, So, how they tell you?
What of spiritually speaking?
No, she's a Christian. She's a good Christian girl. Do you understand? But there was no attraction.
Okay.
Do you understand? So,
Okay.
you know how they tease you, somebody you don't like,
So
it's your wife. It's not my wife.
there should be an attraction, right?
There must be attraction.
Okay.
There must be attraction.
There should be an attraction. Okay.
Forever is too long. Forever is too long. They must, my brother, no.
Okay.
There must be attraction. Do you understand? So, I was very angry. It's in pain because there was no attraction, and my brother was not helping matters. He was poking me with the thing, like he was teasing me. So she's not God's daughter. Oh, so God did not create her way. I mean, what's wrong with So during the week, I had a revelation, and the revelation was pointing that this person is good for you. This person, like if this person in the long term will be good. I woke up, I went on my knees. I said, Father, I thank you for this revelation. I see that you're showing me that she's a good person. Lord, I don't like her. I'm not. Listen, the girl knew that. The girl knew that spiritually there was a connection. She was attracted to me, right? But I was not attracted. I prayed it away. And it's funny how God granted my wish. Like, I don't know people that say God began to taunt them, God began to punish them. If you don't marry this person, your life will not turn upside down. My life still went smooth. Because God, I don't know. Me and God is father and son relationship.
Yeah. I think I lost him a little bit, but let me bring him back in. I lost him a little bit. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm bringing him back. Yeah, we lost a little bit.
Okay, can you see me now? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, we can
So me,
see you.
God is like my dad. Though. God is my dad. It's not like my dad. He's my dad. So, Baba, this girl, no, you know, follow. I know my mind no day. And that's how my life is. Oh, I know the shame for God. I will tell God that, hey, it's
My
forever.
daddy, my
Oh,
daddy.
it's forever. Oh. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's you get. So that's the way it is for me. But then I still feel like there's some extreme specs, like extreme spec, like some people are dysfunctional. Do you understand? Some people are very, very dysfunctional.
So
You know.
so
So I
Femi.
believe that God can show you your wife. God can show you
So
your husband. You know. I believe that.
okay, yeah. So Femi. So I agree with that. We've actually flogged that a lot. But I also want to say, I think, like I said, the church, we need to emphasize more on a community relationship that can promote singles, create a platform where people can actually meet, because at the end of the day, you do a program in church, you do love, dating, Valentine's splash, all those things,
Okay,
you do the
okay,
same
okay,
thing.
okay. You pastor young people, right?
I mean, I used to, but now I pastor adults. I used to be
Okay.
over.
I
Yeah.
pastor young people. I
Okay.
pastor a lot of young people. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
did
now,
in the past. Yeah.
how do you, because I can speak for some people,
Yeah.
for some pastors. What do you do when you have created the platform? And then lady, this lady is telling you, sir, I'm believing God. And then you carry brothers in church. Yeah, what of Brother Femi? Brother Femi, what's the now? No, now. What is no now? Yeah, explain. She cannot explain. Okay, what of Brother Jackson? Brother Jackson. No. Ah,
Sorry.
now, more than 12 brothers, this girl cannot find anybody to fit in. Do you understand? If you might just think it's a normal thing. If you don't
Yeah.
pay attention, you will not realize that this lady has an issue. It's until she start bringing people that anybody she bring, there must be one abnormality. Either he's working somehow, or he's drinking, or he's. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is good to create a community. I'm just adding that beyond creating a community, they need to check people. Oh. I don't know if
But how do
it's
you?
brain.
But
I don't
but
know if
but
it's
see,
brain
when you
test
say check
or
people,
back.
right? It's still
I
so.
don't know if
Look.
I'll call it brain test or background test or whatever.
Oh, yeah, we do background check here. That's okay. That's why I'm gonna say this right now for everybody listening, right? That's why I'm saying it's okay for Christians to have online dating profile, but what the way you present your profile is what matters the most. One, look, you have to, as a Christian, when somebody goes on your profile, they should be able to see that they don't need to see I'm a Christian. The kind of pictures, the picture you display, the things you post, the things you talk on, those things should actually tell people who you are, right? Now, when you do that, God can show you. Yeah. So when you do that, right? Now, there's also one thing that I think we need to do. I don't want to go back on those platforms. It's on my video, but please, if you are in a place where you don't have access to people, you can do online. If you're in Nigeria, you're in Africa, anywhere in Africa where you can meet people, please go out. Stop staying indoors and all that. Go out, break the norm, because the problem is we are so enclosed in the norm. This is how it's going to be. Just like he said, God still shows people, this is your wife, this is your husband. And please, if somebody's coming to you and telling you that this is God showed me that you are my person, right? All you have to
God,
do is
God
pray.
has to confirm with you.
Yeah, you have to
If
pray and
God
ask God
show,
for
if
confirmation.
God show Brother Caleb that you are the wife, God
Yeah.
has to show you that Caleb is your husband. That's number one. And then,
Yes.
do you understand? Number two, and then number two, um,
Are you are
you
you
still have a
are
choice.
you attracted to Brother Caleb?
Exactly. You still have a choice. That's the truth. So nobody should come and manipulate you.
So please
Somebody
don't.
asked on the comment section, somebody asked the question. The person said, can you explain how God shows people their wife? Is it through dreams, visions? I think that falls under divine direction. It's like telling me to teach on divine direction as a whole topic. Do you understand? But like I heard a pastor say,
She answered.
if the first time,
She
if your
she
first
answered.
ability of hearing God is in marriage,
Yeah,
there's
she
problem.
actually answered it through dreams, through vision. God can show you through any means. She actually answered the question.
Yeah,
Yes,
you cannot box God. You cannot say,
you
oh, it
can
must be
box it.
through visions,
No,
it must
yeah,
be through dreams,
in
or it
any
must be
way.
through the inward witness, or you must hear a voice.
Yeah,
You cannot box God.
yeah.
But when He shows you, you will know.
Yeah, he speaks to us in different ways. Yeah, he does. He does. So anyway, so we're actually here debating the most effective platform for Christian singles to connect. And what we're saying today is it all depends on what environment you're in. If you're in an environment where you don't really see people like that, then the online is a better way for you to meet people. And a lot of
Yes.
Christians have gotten married through Facebook, eHarmony. There's a lot of dating sites that are for Christians. You can just look it up. I have those things posted on my wall. And just like Femi Babs also said, through the church, community programs, whatever it is, and you can also press the God show me my own. And maybe you need to also attend this class so he can show you
And
how
and
to.
and when I was, sorry to cut you, when I was here, you were talking. I was trying to join, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
You were talking about somebody going close to a guy, and maybe the guy has bad breath,
Oh
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't know stuff like. You see, do you know that there are? Listen, this one is not spiritual. If you work on yourself, your options will increase.
Thank you very much. Flesh and blood has not revealed that to you,
This
my Father who's in heaven.
is not. This one is
Okay.
not spiritual problem.
Okay.
See, I know ladies. I know ladies. God have mercy. When I was growing up in church, some of the hottest girls in church, pastors, guest ministers that they invited, professor that they have marine spirits, spiritual husband. Oh my boy, see they toast them.
Because they
If
smell
you
good.
work on yourself as a
Yeah,
guy,
they
even
smell
if a
good.
pastor tell you you have spirit wife, some girls are ready to come and fight that spirit wife.
I'm telling you.
So the truth is, develop yourself until
Yeah.
you get to a point where it's a privilege for anybody to be with you.
Yeah.
Develop yourself till you are an addition to anybody's
Yes,
life.
so yes, so and not a subtraction. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
There's something you add to this person's life. Like, if we break up, what will I miss? Sir, I said this in the last time we had a live session.
Yep.
Somebody broke up with me.
They
This was
hold
like,
you.
yeah, a
They
long time ago.
hold you, Femi Babs. I'm
Somebody
mentioning
broke
you.
up with me. It was actually a deliverance. Somebody broke up with me. And when she broke up, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
When she said, I don't think we should continue. You know, me, I had already prayed. I'm not lying. God is my witness.
Yeah.
The relationship was stressing me out. My head one blow. Do
You were
you understand? My
tired.
head one, like I literally went to go and pray because now I've already told this person, will you marry me? This person has said yes. So now if I break up with this girl, my name will be on the internet because the girl is actually, I didn't know she was this crazy. Like, I met her in September. Do you understand? It was less than 3 months I started dating her. So my fear now was, God, if I break up with this girl, they will drag my life. Ministry, when just they start, they go drag her. I was now thinking, and I went to pray. I said, Lord, remove her from my life quietly.
Amen.
It was a
Amen.
prayer point. I was praying, I was praying, I was praying, I was fasting. So she now called me one night. She now said, I don't think we are working out. I think we'll be better as friends. So I now said, no, now I really love you. I did not mean it all. Make you not be like say person won't break up with you, you don't beg. Do you understand? Because the way the girl was behaving, if I just say, okay, okay, she will say, I'm not going anywhere. Okay,
We
you have
got
somebody
him.
else. Abi. So
We
me, I
got
was
him.
not, I was playing it very smart so that let me not quickly agree. And I said, hey, now, please now, please now. So as I was saying, please now, she was not saying no, let's go. So one mind was not telling me, Femi, reduce the begging now before she will comply with your begging, reduce the begging, and I kept quiet. So when she now said, but well, and I said, you know what? It's fine. I think you're right. Because she was about to comply. She was about to reconsider me. So I quickly cut
Yeah.
it. Man of God, sir, this girl cut the call and I literally did like this. Hi!
Lord have
Like
mercy.
I didn't call her again since that. Imagine somebody breaking up with you and you say, hi, Father, thank you.
you,
Do you
yeah,
understand? That was my reaction. Like I'm free. Free at
free from
last.
every
Do you
every
understand? So
wahala.
if you live my life, what will I miss? If I live your life, what will you miss?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The person I'm dating right now edits all my videos,
Wow. Beautiful.
like all my inspirational
Beautiful.
videos.
Yeah.
She's the one.
Can you hear that?
Do you
Beautiful.
understand what I'm saying?
The person he's dating edits all his videos.
Do you understand?
So
So
my wife actually does my editing until I took it over just a little because she got a lot on her table. But she's been doing all my editing for a long time. Yeah. Okay.
so now, so
I like
now,
that.
so now, imagine if you want to break up with that kind of girl. Do you know how much they pay editors?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? So this one, there's an attachment, like, and it's not just a. Do you understand?
She
Like
does
this
the
person, this
video.
person has. Don't worry. When they say sense, like
Amen.
I saw wisdom in a woman's body.
Maybe
I
the
saw wisdom on two
he
legs.
saw wisdom and sense.
Okay, so because of the way I grew up, right, I have a very, very wise mother, my biological mother, right? Like
Yeah.
she's counselor to many people. I, since I was born till now, I've never asked my mom a question that she did not have an answer.
Wow. Wow.
That's the kind of mother, and my mother raised me as a single mom. My dad was there. My dad died early. My dad left my life at 13.
So sorry
And
about
then
that.
he now died when I was 16. So for like 3 years. So I was raised by a single mom. And then
So
she
sorry.
played mother and father. So my mother is very alpha. My mother is a
Wow.
leader. My mother, so
Yeah.
my mother never remarried. So my mother
Wow.
is very, 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 very domineering. I can be driving and my mother says, match break, slow down. That's the way. That's what my mom is. Do you understand? My mom will say match break, slow down. Like she's very domineering. She's alpha. She's very alpha.
Yeah,
She's a leader. Do you
because
understand? So
she played a double role.
you understand?
So it's not
So
her
because
fault.
she played double
She
role.
played a double role.
So
Yeah.
because of that, my mother made me sapiosexual. She made me attracted to intelligent people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you are a woman and I'm in talking stage with you, I start
Yeah.
asking questions. Like I bombard people that I am dating or intending to date with questions about, like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Because I feel like you should have wisdom. So if you're a woman, you don't have sense. Oh God, like it thing repels me. Do you understand? I can't. Do you get? So I can't stand it. I don't know if you
So
understand what I'm saying.
intelligence is very important to you. So everybody,
For me,
can you hear that, right? So you need to develop something. You need to develop your skill. You need to develop something because
so
marriage is not a place. Yeah.
when I finally unveil the person I'm dating, I'll just allow her talk. Like
Wow.
even if it's not when she talks, everybody will understand.
My those.
Like
Yes,
it's like
yes, I
you,
like that.
you don't need to defend a liar. Just unlock the cage.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
I'm
Nice.
not joking, oh.
I
I'm
mean,
not allowed to talk. When she
I,
talks, it go
don't
clear.
worry. Don't worry. We'll do offline. We'll do offline.
Oh,
We'll do
and you
offline.
don't worry. You have that privilege. You are going to say
Yeah,
definitely before
we'll do
everybody gets to
offline.
see. You
But
understand?
honestly, but honestly, I want to I want to take what you just said right now, and I want to speak to somebody out there. Look, God is saying right now, He's saying that you need to develop that skill. You need to just take a shift right now. And he said, if you develop that skill, work on yourself, start taking shower. If you don't take shower, take shower. Make it a culture to take a shower every day for that guy, for that female. And the reason is maybe because of the way you haven't seen a dentist in the past 10 years. You haven't just seen a dentist. And look, for Christ's sake, most people that I see, they come to me and tell me they want to get married. And when they open their mouth, the things I perceive, and I'm like, if I'm a girl, I won't even talk to you. So so
Exactly. Like
so
you're
so
talking wisdom, sir.
so you need to look. It's not all about brushing with hard brush. No, there are
No,
things
go to a
called
dentist.
go see a dentist, and like here in America, like I was telling people, I said, look, if you don't have insurance, if you're in Dallas area, call me. I can help you get a cheap this thing to see a dentist. I will take care of it if you're in Dallas. The reason I'm saying this is because guess what? The reason why she's saying no, the reason why she's saying no or he's saying no is because your mouth is smelling. And nobody wants to tell you because they don't want to hurt your feeling. But honestly, your mouth stinks. Your body stinks. You don't take a shower. You apply designer perfumes. Those things have a mixture. And honestly, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way
Bit
the books you
and
read. Come on, man. Develop yourself. Look at what Femi is saying. Femi is in love because the lady is intelligent. The lady can do something. The lady can addict. I bet you that lady could not addict or do all this stuff. Femi would have still been praying for another person right now. So please, I'm saying to somebody out there, we're about to round up. You need to work on that skill. It's not all about the praying and prophesying and speaking in tongues and all that. God is saying, I need you to do a little work so that your faith, you've had faith on with me and on me and by me so many years. And he said, I want to do it for you, but I need you to do a little bit of work. And that's what God is saying right now. And Femi just said it. Develop your skill, develop yourself. And also when you do that, your spiritual growth and your physical growth, those things, there's a need for correlation between these two factors. But we're very spiritual. On the physical, we're not. We have no skill. We're not developing ourselves. We can't take a shower. We don't smell good. We live ourselves like that, sloppy. If I marry this kind of person, you're gonna be sloppy in my house. I don't need a sloppy wife. I don't need a sloppy husband. Femi, over to you, babe. Moko round up. I really enjoyed this last point you brought up.
the bitter truth is all these things you've spoken about now wrapped up together. They are
Yeah.
too deep. It's too bitter a pill for a lazy person to swallow.
Yes.
So one unaddressed problem of single people is laziness.
That's another topic.
Do you
Laziness.
understand?
What?
So, but no, how do you?
Ah.
Because some people will set a date for the dentist and procrastinate it. You know, some people will set a date and growing up, I used to think bathing was enough. Your natural smell is not enough. You need body spray. Nobody will tell
You
you.
don't even need an expensive one. Just take a
And
shower,
and
then get those
and
cheap ones.
the annoying part is when you bathe, right? You can finish bathing and start sweating from the bathroom. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Especially those in hot areas, you know. Yeah, you're right. You're
But
right.
this particular weather now, if you don't live in if you don't have an AC type room, do you understand?
You're in trouble.
You can
In
finish
trouble.
bathing and start sweating from the bedroom. So your natural smell, and you will not smell to yourself. That's the bad part.
Mm,
You will not
mm.
smell to yourself. You will smell to the next. So you have to be extra cautious of how you smell.
Femi,
So
even
body
you know what
care.
it means for see, look at me, I'm married, right? I go to church. I have to turn to your neighbor and say, I love you. I know say what I want here na arrow, right? I could just dey pray. Dude, imagine if I was single and that babe, it's like go look. I'm not gonna look your side though. Feel like
Do
even if
you
God tell me
understand?
say I'm my wife, I say God, I beg. What God? You said once have I spoken, twice have I heard it. God, same thing. What?
You know. The funny thing is, your
Mm.
perfume can be the attraction point. Somebody can be drawn to you because of your perfume,
Yes,
and then you guys now start talking, and people are like, wow, he has a
yes.
lot to offer. He has a lot to offer, but it's the perfume. Oh, I know people that have come to sit close to me in church. Like, I like your perfume. I just like sitting here next to you. I like the perfume. Do you understand? I will just laugh about it. But you know, that can be like the starting point. It can
Yeah.
instigate a discussion. And then they
A
now hear you
connection.
talk, and they're like, ah, she actually has sense. So,
So
do you
Femi,
understand?
can we call that another well? Your hygiene. That's another well. The
Eh,
well
eh,
where you can connect.
is it really a well? Do you want to call it
No,
a
I don't
well?
know. I'm just trying to be a little bit funny. You
You
know,
know,
like you said though.
you know that what prayer brings, wisdom will keep. Prayer can bring a wife, and mouth order will pursue her. God gave us brain so that he can rest.
Yeah. You're right.
Because God does not joke with his rest. On the seventh day, he rested. So
Of
if
course he
daddy is
did.
resting, don't go and knock on the door. Don't go and disturb him. He gave you brain. Think.
Common
You have
sense.
prayed.
It's called common sense.
You've prayed. They've given you husband. They've given you wife. Body order pursue husband. Mouth order pursue wife. Do you understand? And some people have used cruise to chase their potential spouse. This thing called cruise.
Please, can you explain the word cruise to me? Because dude, it's been a while I left, man. So can you please enlighten me more, I beg?
No, like as when you hear the word cruise, literally, you're in a
Cruise means
car,
like
you're just
to
cruising
flow.
around,
To flow.
yeah, we're just flowing, we're just cruising, like we're just taking a stroll, taking a drive around. So that word cruise now in social media term is not literally like taking a drive. I'm just cruising with your head, man. I'm just playing around. And then you don't know when to use certain words. There are people you turn off by saying, the Bible says, let your words be always filled with grace and
Season.
seasoned with salt, that you
Season.
may know how to answer every man.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
There are people that don't know how to talk. Let me tell you something. I was dating somebody one time, and a blogger, I don't want to call names, a blogger in Nigeria, a pastor actually goofed. A popular man of God was talking about politics and talking about Nigerian politics on the altar. So a blogger in Nigeria posted the pastor. People were insulting. And then the lady went to the comment section and called the pastor's name and said, face your congregation. Try and give yourself sense. Like, the love just began to die. Now, I don't know the pastor. I've never met him before.
Yeah.
It's not even from my denomination. Do you understand? I don't know
But
the
that thing.
like you are my girlfriend. We are Christians, right? I understand that you are a work in progress, but
Yeah, but
you just but the stupidity I'm trying to manage, you just carry it public. So imagine if this person is my girlfriend and the whole world knows. They will not say, you know,
you
see what this
stop.
is what like you know what this is what like your wife comments. And she was like, I see a big deal. Like she does not even know what public presentation is. Do you understand?
Lord have mercy.
So, sense is not easy to come by. I cannot lie. Growing up in Covenant University, Bishop Oyedepo would say, show me a king. He sits down responsibly. He stands responsibly. He talks only when necessary. Show
Yes.
me a king.
Yes.
Show me a queen. See, I do not post. I do not post online because I have to keep up with consistency.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather be quiet than use a current work to spoil my former pedigree.
Mm.
There are
Wisdom.
people,
Wisdom.
there are people who honor me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's better I stop preaching online. If I
Yeah.
don't have a message to tell, I just keep quiet. I shut up. That's wisdom. If you have nothing to say, shut up. Because
Wow.
the Bible says a fool when he keeps quiet, is considered wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
understand?
You're right. You're right.
And so at times, it's just necessary that you know how to keep quiet, you know when to talk. Do you understand? And then as you're working on your personal hygiene, empty your
Yeah.
pocket into your brain.
Wow.
And you see, I realize something. When we say read books, not everybody is disciplined enough to take a book and read 20 pages, 50 pages.
Yeah.
Talk more of some books that are
Yes.
300 pages. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Some people cannot have the discipline to read books, but they can listen to podcasts. We've been talking for over an hour, 20 minutes
An
now.
hour. Yeah.
Everything we are saying, if it was put into a book, it will be up to 200 pages or maybe 100 pages. Some people here cannot read that, but they can watch this kind of podcast for 1 hour. They've been here seated. So just understand yourself, understand what is easy for you and develop yourself. Some people can just be going to YouTube to watch videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I say empty your pocket into your brain, doesn't necessarily mean buy books. You can empty it into data and watch sermons, watch
Yeah.
videos, watch development. Just build your knowledge bank.
Build yourself. Build yourself. Yeah.
Do you
Build
understand?
yourself. Yeah.
So that when you sit to talk, I said this thing one time. A guy messaged somebody, my ex I was talking about, right? A
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
messaged her one time, and he messaged her with hello, and she said hi, and he said send your account. She sent her account, and he sent 1 million naira, and she gave me 500K. Like, we shared the money, and she blocked him. Do you understand? So some people are so poor, all they have is money.
Hi. Send me your account. 1 million. Bye.
Like some guys don't even know how to start a conversation. And many boys on Instagram do this thing. Hello, beautiful, send your account. Hello, beautiful, send Azar. And then because we have a lot of loose girls, they just send Azar and the next thing send address. That one has gone for work. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, but some people are so broke, some people are so poor, all they have is money. And this is why there's no excuse for it anyway.
Somebody
You
said,
understand?
my brother, you chop blocking. I don't know what's that. What does that mean anyway?
Like you chop blocking, like the guy got blocked, or the guy chop blocking.
Okay, chop
After
blocking.
sending 1 million naira, he got
Oh,
blocked.
yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is like some boys will just see a girl, and then the next thing is, what's up, send your account. They don't know what to say. They can't strike a conversation. Do you understand?
Because they haven't developed themselves. They haven't read. They haven't listened. Like you said, you have to develop yourself. Listen to books, or just see it.
Imagine you are
But
talking to a girl.
why not
Imagine,
just read
okay,
Bible only now?
okay.
Even if you read
Do
some.
you understand? Okay, man of God. Imagine you are talking to a girl, and the girl is telling you,
No,
the
tell
girl
me.
is telling you, this country, they call tsunami. This country is disturbing the world. Though. This country caused tsunami. Can America not want it? Like tsunami is a natural disaster. She thinks it's a country. Like where do I start from? Where do I
Well,
start from? Like all the cells in my body, they are dying. I actually heard that. I actually heard that from. I actually heard that joke from Bishop Oyedepo. He said he entered a taxi many years ago, and there was tsunami, and a man said, "This country caused tsunami. They are really disturbing the world."
are you kidding me? I'm not hearing
Do
my,
you
my papa. So
understand?
my papa said
Yeah.
that.
So imagine. So I'm now saying. I'm now assuming. Imagine talking to a girl, and then she's not telling you that kind of statement.
Is a ton of
Do you
ton of
understand? So some
yeah.
people don't even need hook up or link up right now. I'm sorry, they've abused the word hook up. Hook up now is sex date.
Wow.
Do you understand? But
Wow.
some people don't need link up or meeting up with people, or they
But
don't need to be with
anyway,
boyfriend
here,
or
Sha, the
girlfriend.
word link up and hook up is not a bad word, man. Hey, hey, we about to
No,
hook up, man.
In Nigeria now is the packaged phrase for prostitution. It's now a synonym of prostitution, you know. But what I'm trying to say is, some people for the next 6 months They just need
Yeah.
to focus. Do you understand? On personal development. And you know the funny thing, the way the universe works, you become more attractive when you take your eyes away from relationship. Do you
Yep.
understand? Go to the
Yep.
gym. Don't go to the gym because you want to meet somebody. Go because you want to burn that stomach.
Burn it out. Look, I must see. Look, okay. Um, Femi, make I shock you, right? So I used to be active army, right? I did active duty, deployed, did all that. Came back. Now I full time. I work as an engineer, and I also teach as a professor. Now I pastor with Winners Chapel International Dallas. But let me tell you, dude, I'm busy. I only sleep 4 hours in a day, 4 hours in a day. So I teach as a professor. I teach for the U.S. Army, and I do my full time job. And I'm also a pastor. I'm a father. I cook. Last night, before I was done cooking, it was about almost 1 a.m. When I was done, I had to go to covenant hour prayer this morning. Winners, we have this covenant hour prayer, and there's this thing Papa said we should do. We have to go out and preach. Like evangelism. And when I was done, I had to run back to set up this thing for this program. I want to tell you this, bro. Tomorrow, I'm gone for the military for the next two weeks. Now, irrespective of all this thing I do, I go to the gym. I exercise. Dude, I'm old, though. I'm not young, though. I'm old. I exercise and I do all the stuff, right? When I see people who sleep 10, 15 hours in a day and you cannot do common push up and sit up and help yourself, you don't even need to go to the gym place. You can just, like, I can tell you things. You know what I need to do, Femi? I think we need to do something about an exercise day online. Let me just show them 4 or 5 things they can do before they take a shower that can help people stay fit. You don't need to pay anybody money. Even YouTube, you can just go on YouTube, say, show me 5 things I can do, exercises, simple exercise I can do without any weight that can help me stay fit. I'll just show you the right form. You do it, it will
No, they
keep
will not
you.
agree. Or they will not agree. They will just tell you, I beg, love me for who I am. Which one be love me for who I am? Who are you?
My
Who are
God.
you? Should we love you?
Love you for who
Who
you
are you? Who
are.
are you?
How? With a big belly, big stuff. Dude, you have to exercise. Look, I'm telling you this, right? If people who are busy in this country, back home, pastors are exercising, taking care of themselves, right? How much more you're not yet there, but you're expecting God to give you a husband, and a husband you want a 6-pack husband. You don't even have a 6-pack.
You are wicked. You are wicked. You are very, very wicked. You are not of God.
You are.
No, it's true now. If I have pot belly, I'll not be looking for. I'll not be. Imagine me with pot belly, but shaming a lady. Say,
But
oh, she's not really very shapely. And you have pot belly. You are wicked.
babe, Femi just actually had himself right now. Femi said, imagine him with pot belly.
Do you understand? That's the guy. She's not so body fitted. She's not so. What am I? What you've not done for yourself? There are some men that need BBL. They have
but
not done
but
it. They are looking for that.
you're right. But Femi, there's one thing I also want to say. So please, for everyone listening, if you can cultivate the habit of having your dinner before 6 p.m., that'll be very nice. If you can have your
Yes.
dinner at your place of work, 5 o'clock and 6, and please, once it's 6, if you're hungry, just take fruits. Don't eat rice. Don't eat eba. Don't eat meat. Once it's after 6, I promise you, if you can do this for
Let me
three
let me
months,
let me tell, let me tell you what helped me. I was see my face, right? Like 2 weeks ago, I was bigger than this. Like 3 weeks ago, you
yeah, I can
know,
see. Yeah, you lost weight.
I lost a lot of weight, right?
Yeah, you
My
did. You did. Yeah.
dinner, my dinner for 1 week, my dinner for 1 week was cucumbers and carrots.
Aye.
Like
Wow.
it works like magic. My dinner for 1 week was cucumbers and carrots.
Wow.
See, if you are not strong, you should try it. You will eat bread around 12 in the night. When hunger hits,
Except you have health issue, make sure you confirm with your doctor, right? But if you don't have health issue, you can do what Femi did. But I'm also going to tell you this: eating your dinner on time is very, very
yeah.
good. Like you can see
So what I
fruits.
do is I like in the morning, I eat early in the morning, but I eat very light,
Okay,
very
so you
light.
do intermittent
In the
fasting.
afternoon, in the afternoon I eat heavy. I eat once a day. That afternoon my main meal, right?
Okay,
Then in
okay.
the evening only cucumbers and carrots.
Wow, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
it worked. Like even chewing the carrot helped me burn like facial fat. I'm not joking.
Maybe I need to start chewing carrots. I need to bring this down a little bit.
Like chewing carrots and cucumber help me burn facial fat. So I feel if you're a lazy person, it you should just fall in love with your fellow lazy person because then both of you should be motivating yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah, slim is not the ideal woman or man. It's about respecting your body. Yes, baby, you're right. But at the same time, we also have to make efforts to make sure that
Ah,
we do our
almost
best. Yeah.
slim is not the ideal woman or man, eh? But when I was getting bigger, see, like I'm breathing well.
Birds of a
I'm
feather. I don't know what to
breathing
say.
well now. Man of God, you don't understand. Do you get?
Yeah, you're right. You're
He
right.
might not be the ideal woman or man, but for me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm breathing well.
Yes,
And I
so
know
yeah,
it.
it does
Do you
help.
understand?
When you lose weight, right? It really does help you. You know what I'm saying? So that when you go on this and again, there's something about the platform. I don't want us to lose what we're talking about. When you create your it's just when you make yourself available, right? Don't let people see you as somebody who looks fit online. When they now see you in person, they'll be like, "Is this what I saw online?" Then that's a turn off. So you have to make sure that what you're presenting online correlates with what is in the physical, and that can be attained by exercising. So gets I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because some people will
because
wear waist trainer to snap, you know, wear waist
look,
trainer to snap. Then,
but
then for the
but
ladies,
it's
they wear extra stuff that's not existing.
But it's not a bad thing to wear waist trainers. I'll tell you as a coach, right? You can wear a waist trainer, but just make sure
And
you wear it
no,
continuously to
some
keep
people are
yourself fit.
lazy. Some people are lazy. Some people will be on online dating sites. They only wear the waist trainer when they want to snap. You are not
No, you have to
wearing it
wear
to
it
burn fat.
continuously and burn fat. It can help you
Exactly.
burn
Do
fat.
you understand? You're only wearing it when you want to snap, and then you now look like a particular thing online. When we now meet you on ground, is what I ordered versus what I got.
So
Abba.
Femi, I would want us to end in the next two minutes, and before then, I want to say, before I round up, I want to say the digital realm provides numerous avenues for Christian singles to connect. I wrote this down. But the most effective platform is the one that prioritizes spiritual growth, foster genuine connection, and uphold our biblical principle. Like Femi said, our tribe is those who believe in God, those who believe in what we believe in, which is the scripture, which is the Bible, right? So, by following the wisdom found in the scripture and designing the truth, the essence of each platform, whether in person, traditional, or by virtue, or whatever it is, it can help you navigate the digital landscape of clarity and purpose. And please, it will also help you in finding the companionship that aligns with your faith journey. So, in conclusion, right, please, God still speaks to people directly in different forms, and God can actually give you your person online. God can give you your person in person. God can talk to you in different ways. But please be open. Don't be enclosed. Don't have that close. It has to be this way. Sometimes we want to hold the steering, but let's allow God do the steering. And please, you need to step out. Step out of your comfort zone. Try something new. Learn new skill. Dress well. Smell good. Make your hair. Don't leave yourself shabby. Do everything possible to look different. And I promise you, it will work. You've done it your way, and it didn't work. Now try it this way, and let's see what's going to happen on this journey. And I pray that God will make it happen. And I want to say, Femi, thank you. Though you were late, I forgive you. You're my guy.
It was
But I
network. I
love.
was here on time.
Okay,
Oh,
you know what? Airtel. I don't know. I don't. Maybe this Airtel thing as well.
I don't
Airtel,
know if
take
it's
your
only
time.
Airtel
Anyway.
or it's all platforms. So like, I don't know if it's only Airtel.
Oh, really?
But
Wow.
yeah. In conclusion, I think if final words for me for this particular life, I would say um, online dating sites are beautiful and very effective, if not the most effective platforms for Christians who want to connect. I mean, across borders, people like you asked, people overseas and in Nigeria. Do you understand? But in all, whatever platform you choose to explore, whatever method you choose to explore, it is not by power, it is not by might, it is by the Spirit of God. by
Yes.
strength shall no man prevail.
Prevail.
So I think
Amen.
before you launch out with any platform, I think you should handle the spiritual. Then God can orchestrate you to
Amen.
meet that person that will be a blessing to your life in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. And again, Femi, I want to say I and my wife will love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for honoring us every time we call you. We say
And
thank you.
yes, I'll be in
And for the
America
viewers,
soon. I'll be in America soon.
no, while
And like
I go make
there's like a
I go
whole lot
make
of people waiting for me in America. A whole lot, a bunch of people, and
no worry.
I'm just trying to
Go make
settle one or two things.
I go make nice yam soup for you. We never tried before. Don't worry, I
Yeah,
got you, man. I love to cook.
and I was supposed to. I should have been in America last year. Oh.
With
Yeah, I was coming to
with it.
Sacramento last year.
And with it, if you come, just let me know. I'll get you
Yeah,
some
I was coming to
tickets.
California, Sacramento last year, but I now
Yeah,
pushed it. But people,
I
I'm
got you.
coming by
I got
God's
you.
grace. I'm coming to
I
America.
got you.
So
I got you. I think it's overdue, man. You gotta come. Yeah,
yeah, I'm
maybe
coming. I'm
when you
coming. I'm
come,
coming.
I go try your music. Make I see whether you start sing. You go sing by
I
fire,
would have
man.
said something, but I don't want to give out too much. Don't worry.
Okay, all right, okay, no problem. You see, I know how to pull it out from you. I think it's a gift.
Coach Jen,
All right
Coach
now.
Jen, Yalanju said, please come to Canada by God's grace. By God's grace.
Yeah,
By God's grace.
we will.
But
We
America
will.
first. America first. America
Yes,
is
so
my next.
America. So don't worry. Canada is our neighbor. They're like 3, 4,
Yeah,
5 hours.
So, but
Yeah, neighbor.
America is on my list now. After America,
Yeah.
I'll go
All
there.
right. Thank
All
you
right,
so
guys.
very
So
much,
greet,
and all of
say
you
me
have a
well to
beautiful.
Madame.
Yes, I will. I will. Thank you so
I
very
love you
much. God
guys so
bless you
much.
all.
Love
All
you
right.
guys.
Bye. Yeah,
All right.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night.